I'm Nico. I'm the organizer of the Keycloak DevDay conference. I'm one of the co-organizers. The other one's Sebastian Rosa. We're doing the DevDay since 2 years. It's the 3rd edition now. And my other time, in my other life, I'm a Keycloak consultant, Keycloak developer, contributing to Keycloak, give consultancy and trainings, all this stuff. Keycloak DevDay is a pure community conference, community event. Organized from within the community for the community. We started 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago, organizing it, and we had the idea to just organize a local community event for the Keycloak community, because we have a vibrant community in Germany, in the Rhine-Main area here, and we just wanted to give something back, and we had no idea how big it can be. At the end of the day, we sold 70 tickets, and we had also a live stream. And we were overwhelmed of the feedback and the interest of the community, and so we started to make it bigger and bigger. And now we have 2 days, one conference day and one open space. So tomorrow is the open space, completely defined by the community. Topics, content coming from the participants, and we're still curious which topics will come up. And that's always our goal, the community first. It's always hard to say how something will evaluate when you don't control the product yourself. It will evolve further, no question. Topics like AI will rise more, so especially authorization for MCP servers, for coding agents, will be a big topic. We have the OAuth community having specifications around MCP servers, and with Keycloak we can also already do authorization with Keycloak for MCP, and there will be a lot of stuff happening in the AI world. It's crazy how fast things evolve there, and Keycloak will play a major role in this area, in the companies who are using Keycloak when they will introduce AI or such things. And with AI you have a responsibility over your data, your identities of your users, but not only your users, but also the technical entities like your services, like your agents, like whatever AI will bring you. I have many customers who are moving away from a hyperscaler like Microsoft Entra ID, because it's expensive, and you have to behave like Microsoft wants you to behave, and it's a closed system. You can't configure something differently, like you have the requirement in your project. You have to behave like Microsoft thinks it's the proper way. That's not a bashing against Microsoft. That's just a closed system. As long as you are in this closed system with having applications in running in Azure, in the integrated Azure platform, can be a good fit. But as soon as you have something out of the scope, then it might be a problem. Can become a problem, and then you have something with Keycloak which is fully configurable, and you can fully adjust Keycloak to your requirements, to your needs, and you can scale Keycloak from a small instance up to millions of users. Everything's no problem. So yeah, it comes with a cost, of course. It's open source. You don't have to pay for the software, but it comes with a cost. You are responsible for running Keycloak, and running systems are also always expensive in some way. But you are free in your choice, and can just decide on yourself how to design your landscape.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm René Fischer. I'm from the Center for Digital Sovereignty in Germany. I'm a technical architect and technical lead for open source products for the public administration. I'm trying to connect to the community, establishing relationships with the Keycloak community, because we like to work with upstream projects directly. Keycloak is part of our OpenDesk, our digital workplace solution for public administrations, and is a central identity management solution. Keycloak is very complex, but very powerful, and I think the key is to really get into it and try to manage the power it brings to the table.
I'm Kenny. I'm one of our infrastructure managers at our university college in Belgium. We are here because of the Keycloak conference, and we have been working with it for about a year.
Yes, I'm Reinhard and I'm working as well at UCLL, the University College. Yeah, I'm from time to time his partner in the infrastructure, but I'm as well working in AR, VR, but we secure our applications with Keycloak, so that's why I joined
So we have a bit of a very broad approach of it. The more common one is we are from the research department and we cannot always easily integrate directly with the single sign-on systems of the college. So we decided to use Keycloak as a in-between system so that we, for our clients, could immediately help them with a identity provider, first of all, but to also have a separate module to be able to manage the roles and the accesses to different systems with it.
Besides that, we use it for, so securing our applications, our web applications, but right here we were all as well going to talk about securing MCP servers, for example, because we do have colleagues that are working with AI, so I think it's important that we can secure those applications as well. Both. I think a bit both, contribute and then meeting and then learning about some new features, new stuff you can do with Keycloak.
So yeah, since we are relatively new to Keycloak, we know there is a lot possible with it, but the documentation sometimes it's very overwhelming with all the different aspects to it. And we were here, first of all, to see what others do with it, to see the different aspects, because like there are very new things on the horizon, very old things as well integrated. So we have to see what do other people use, how do they use them, and also a bit to see what are the best practices. People who have been using Keycloak for 5 or plus years, they will probably have made some decisions, the mistake that we are doing right now. So partially also to be able to avoid them in the future. And as well, like to the contributing part, we are a very special kind of user in Keycloak because we are in research and we are not a real development house. So sometimes we have to cut corners. So it's nice to see that there are also things possible to still be very secure using Keycloak without having the whole knowledge of the whole systems.
Moi, je suis Yann Boyer, je travaille à Docker Post Agility. Je suis pour ma part DevOps et on a mis en place la solution Keycloak depuis maintenant quelques années.
Enchanté, Charlie Rouvet du Parc. Je suis chef d'équipe développement Keycloak Docker Post Agility. On est du coup prestataire sur le projet l'identité numérique de la Poste. Je gère l'authentification pour environ 8 500 000 utilisateurs.
En fait, c'est un choix qui a été assez long parce qu'au début de l'arrivée des projets d'identity provider, il y en avait pas mal qui existaient. Et en fait, c'est nos équipes de développement qui se sont rendues compte de qu'est-ce qui étaient les projets les plus sérieux, les mieux intégrés. Il y en avait encore des milliards à l'époque. Et on a commencé à travailler avec Keycloak alors que la solution était assez jeune. Et en fait, on est juste resté avec eux et on en est très satisfait aujourd'hui. Parce que toi, ce que tu m'as dit, tu es arrivé un petit peu plus tard.
Je suis arrivé plus tard dans l'entreprise. Je suis arrivé quand les choix étaient déjà faits. Mais d'un autre côté, dans mes anciennes expériences professionnelles, j'avais aussi choisi Keycloak. J'ai commencé à partir sur Keycloak en 2017. Sur différents projets. C'est vraiment ce qui m'a intéressé en fait, c'était du coup continuer sur ce projet que j'ai adoré, on va dire, dès le début.
Alors moi, de mon côté, à l'infra, la principale complexité, ça va être la disponibilité. Et comme on l'a vu à la conférence juste avant, c'est pas mal de modules. Donc la problématique de la mise à jour qui prend du temps parce qu'il faut mettre à jour tous les modules avec et les tester. Et ça prend pas mal de temps avec la stack grandissante. Ce qui est un truc que moi, j'essaye de mettre en avant, c'est également la possibilité d'open sourcer nos modules pour justement voir l'avis de la communauté et pas juste que ce soit des efforts qu'on fait pour nous-mêmes. Et une grosse problématique, c'est la disponibilité. Et un truc qui est un petit peu mieux depuis les dernières versions de Keycloak, c'est que la mise à jour se fait un petit peu plus sans coupure de dispo parce qu'il y a beaucoup moins de tables qui changent en permanence, ce qui était beaucoup plus le cas avant. Là, ils ont décidé d'être plus raisonnables sur les mises à jour mineures qui pètent des tables. Donc là, les mises à jour, c'est beaucoup plus serein sur les dernières versions.
découvrir les usages des autres entreprises, comment ils intègrent Keycloak, quelles contraintes ils ont rencontrées, comment ils ont répondu à ces contraintes-là, développer les connaissances qu'on peut avoir sur Keycloak et sur les usages qu'on peut en faire.
Ouais. Moi, c'est un petit peu la même chose que dans la plupart des conférences, c'est que j'essaye de faire beaucoup de veille et on fait beaucoup de veille dans nos équipes. Et c'est histoire de confirmer ce qu'on a appris au cours de nos veilles, d'être sûr qu'on va dans la bonne direction pour ce qui est des modes de déploiement, pour ce qui est des modes de mise à jour, pour ce qui est de la sécurité, etc. De se dire que on va dans la bonne direction et c'est au cours de ces discussions-là, au cours de ces conférences, qu'on a des vrais retours d'expérience. Autrement, c'est difficile d'être certain qu'on va dans la bonne direction.
Hi, I'm Johannes. I'm a developer, software engineer, and I joined the DevDay company in the beginning of 2025. So that's when my Keycloak journey started, and that's me. I'm trying to figure out how to use Keycloak and what we can do with it, and which problems we can solve. Basically, I have two goals. One is just getting to know more about Keycloak. So all the features which are available, I don't know them really well. I know a few of them and I can deal with them, but I'm not an expert. So I hope to get insights and get, let's say, hints to what to look at in Keycloak. For example, today I learned about how to use event listeners for triggering automatic fine-grained authorization configuration. So that's pretty cool. So that's one goal. And the other goal is there are many, many nice and competent people here. And I just want to get to know them because it's always nice having people who can inspire you and who can help you. And maybe you can help them and maybe you can join them, do things together and drink coffee, of course, because I'm involved in configuring, creating small extensions for custom requests, and making sure that we do not only have a working Keycloak, but also a secure setup for Keycloak so that, it's not only just a solution to authenticate and authorize, but to have a solution which properly can authenticate and authorize. So that's my day-to-day business.
I'm Steffen Ritter. I'm the Data Professional Service at DevDay. Now we are providing Keycloak-based single sign-on solution, basically a distribution of Keycloak, commercially supported distribution of Keycloak. Well, the organizer, Sebastian, we jointly worked at a company before. We got to know Keycloak together back then, and that's why we support this event, obviously, as a sponsor, as a participant, and we're just here for the exchange in the community, meeting other people, using Keycloak and solving problems together. Well, as said, we're providing a SaaS platform based on Keycloak, a service provider offering Keycloak deployment to our customers, and we do individual consulting Keycloak projects. So basically we develop, configure and deploy Keycloak for our customers. Configuration, obviously, the deep learning curve of configuration and how to operate securely. When it comes to security, you should know the details of the authentication protocols, but most developers don't. They just use a library and hope that it works. And in the end, there are insecure constellations, and that's basically the most pain, that authentication can work out of the box, but out of the box, it most times isn't as secure as they would require. And that's where our customers mostly struggle and need our advice. Oh, that's totally broad range, I think. So we have customers which really do work for us in highly secure areas where you even don't have any hardware with you for additional authentication. So you in highly secured environments, until basically students and pupils, the whole system, educational system with all teachers and students in it. So it's a very, very broad range. So we don't have a very specific focus.